Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood, where Daniel Butchie Brown is the host. Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood podcast. We got a brother from the neighborhood. He's a little older than me. His name is Jimmy Lavender. Now, I know a lot of people out there might know Jimmy, but I want to get to know some inside stuff about Jimmy, because I was just a kid when Jimmy was, out there doing what he do. But a man changed over the years. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy?
No doubt.
Have you changed?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
All right. So, first of all, I want to know, where did you grow up at?
I grew up two places. I grew up in the Pueblo projects.
Oh, you was in the Pueblos first?
In the Pueblos. I'm from Pueblo.
Huh?
I'm from Pueblo. Went to Holmes Avenue Elementary School.
Is that right?
We moved out of Pueblo on the very same day that John F. Kennedy was assassinated, November 1963. And we moved to 92nd and Beach Street.
You moved to 92nd and Beach?
Yes, sir.
And how old were you about?
I was 8 years old.
You was 8 when you moved over on Beach?
8 years old.
Wow. Now what school you at?
I'm at 92nd Street School.
92nd was on 92nd and Anzac?
Exactly.
Is that right?
You know my hood.
Oh, yeah, I know the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I was just on the other side of the tracks.
Where were you?
85th and Compton, 85th and May Avenue. But you can't say Compton Avenue.
Exactly where you were.
Yeah, I was from the other side of the track, and I met this dude named Punchy. He was from on your side of the track.
Yes, sir.
And I, got to know him. He needed a little bit of protection. You know what I'm saying? When he got to junior high over there at Drew.
True.
And so, you know how that go.
Well, you need some kind of protection at Drew, that's for sure.
Yeah, Drew was pretty tough. All right. So now you over there at 92nd.
Yes, sir.
And now you get old enough to go to what junior high school?
I'm a Drury Louis.
You went to Drew?
I'm Drew.
Man, it was rough at Drew.
Straight gladiator.
Huh?
Gladiators.
You survived?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you still here, so you
I came by with flying colors.
Okay, so you grew up over on 92nd and Beach.
Yes.
Who you used to run with when you was a kid?
The legendary Space Ghost was one of my ace kumpums.
How old were you when you met Space Ghost?
We were 10 years old, 5th grade, 92nd Street School.
Oh, so he was over at 92nd too?
Yeah.
But y'all were just normal kids then?
Right. We had Big James Miller, Jimmy Miller.
Okay.
He's a well-known Harlem Crip leader.
Okay.
He went to 92nd Street School.
Okay.
We had so many guys up there. That was another gladiator school. Elementary school was gladiators.
Elementary was gladiator school?
You fight at 92nd Street School.
Is that right?
Yeah, you fought in the Pueblos. Everywhere was fight for me.
As a young
man.
Wow.
As a young man. All I knew was fighting.
That was it.
And I'm the baby boy. And my brothers was fighters. So you know what that meant? When Willie get into it, because my brother Willie is short. When he get into it with somebody 2 or 3 years younger, he said, I got somebody for you. I'm going to get my baby brother. I didn't have no say.
You didn't have no say?
No say. I want to shoot some marbles, but he got me out there fighting. So, it's just how it came up.
Okay, so now you over in the neighborhood. You're growing up. When you get to the 7th grade, did you know anything about gang banging?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact.
When did you first learn about a gang?
Well, that was easy. First of all, the Pueblos had a gang. And then there was the Slaussons. Then the businessmen all outside the Pueblos.
Did you know about the businessmen and Slaussons?
Yeah,
and all
my
of that?
grandmother lived on 42nd and McKinley. That was businessman neighborhood. So when we go visit her, we in businessman neighborhood. Then they had the Bill Robinson Theater right there on 43rd and Central. And that's where the businessmen went. So when we kids, we going up there and they fighting different gangs. They not friendly with the Pueblos. And then when we get to Drew, we seen gangs there. But remember, my neighborhood had a gang called the Deacons at that time.
And what street was that on?
All across the tracks over there.
It was called the Deacons.
Deacons, and before the Deacons, it was called the Witch Doctors.
Over on 92nd?
Yeah, between Firestone, Nadu, from, put it like this, from 79th or Nadu all the way down to 97th Street, from Graham Tracks, Graham Street, to Alameda. That's considered my neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah. And that was the Witch Doctors, and then when they broke up, their little brothers became known as the Deacons, and after the Deacons became the Beach Boys, and after the Beach Boys, it became the Bishops.
Man, where they get these kind of names? The Beach Boys and the Deacons and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, man, what?
Yeah. I'm actually doing...
So if I can ask the question, because a lot of people may not know the Deacons and the Beach Boys, but they do know the Bishops.
Yes.
How was the Bishops created? Who started the Bishops?
Well, my brother Bobby was the voice of our neighborhood. And after our good friend Skip was killed, we said, never again. We're going to protect our neighborhood. So after Skip was the repast, we met at...
So how did Skip get killed?
You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
You ready for it? There was a party in our neighborhood, and the car pulled over. And they asked Skip, where was the party at? He pointed direction. They go down the street. They don't hear the music. They don't find the party. They come back, jump out the car on him. A fight break out. One of them pulls a gun and shoots Skip in the throat, right here. I knew exactly where it was. I was the first one to Skip. Skip was in a vacant lot, flat down on his face. I always questioned myself, should I have moved him? But I couldn't just watch him lay in the dirt like that. I turned him over. He's fighting for air, just a little blood coming from his windpipe. And he kept saying he couldn't breathe.
Wow.
So a couple hours later, now this is always a hard story for me, but a couple hours later, get a phone call, Skip was dead. And so from there, we just said, But prior to Skip being killed, we had a few people get robbed in our neighborhood, people that we used to take out trash cans.
So who was robbing them?
Mainly Crip members.
So Crips was coming over.
They were coming over.
Robbing the neighborhood.
Robbing the neighborhood.
Okay. So how old was Skip when this happened?
Skip was 17 years old, about ready to graduate from David Starr Jordan High School.
So he was a student at David Starr Junior High School.
He was killed about a week and a half before graduation.
Wow.
Yeah, good brother.
Yeah. So Crips was coming from on the other side of the track.
Yes.
Into y'all neighborhood.
Yes.
And taking money.
Taking money, not just from us, but there's a club on Firestone on the beach called the Montezuma Mexican Club.
Yeah, I remember that club.
Yeah, and it was mainly coming over robbing the Mexicans.
Mm-hmm. I know about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people that was doing some robbing. So now they over there robbing, at the Mexican club.
Yeah.
They come out drunk and they get them.
Yes.
So the Crips was coming over.
Yes.
Doing what they do, getting the money.
Yes.
So now this happened, and y'all said no more. And so is that how the gang was created?
That was started the Bishop, yeah. Prior to that, the Beach Boys was no more. So we were just a bunch of youngsters in our neighborhood. And our neighborhood had always been like a tough neighborhood.
How they come up with the name Bishop?
That's going to be an argument all day long. No, you have different stories about it. I can tell you this much. 13 of us was in that garage for that meeting. So I would say there's 13 founding fathers of the bishops. And if you talk to any of them, like myself, I can't even tell you who came up with the name Bishop. But I can tell you what my brother said about it. Once we did come up with the name Bishop, Bobby said, a bishop wears the cross. And in a military cemetery, you see the cross on top of the graves. So the cross is a sign of death. Mm-hmm. And anybody messing with a bishop is facing the cross, is facing death. So we all love that theory, and we became bishops. But we call ourselves in the beginning the defenders and not a gang. We first was the defenders, and a couple of weeks later, all of a sudden, guys are writing on the wall, Bishop Gang, and now we're a gang.
Okay. So y'all was the defenders because y'all was defending the neighborhood.
Correct.
And from that, It became a gang.
From that, it became a gang.
Okay.
But what is a gang? I mean, you get 2 or 3 people, that's considered a gang.
Right.
So
right.
now you got 60 people at that in the early stages, and that's a gang.
So were you one of the founding fathers?
I was in that garage. Yes, I'm a founding father of Bishop. I voted on everything.
Is that right?
Yeah. My brother would be the leader.
Your brother was the leader.
Bobby was the leader. Bobby is the leader of the bishops.
Bobby Lavender.
Yes, sir.
Was Bobby a fighter?
Bobby was a fifth degree black belt.
Oh, he was a 5th degree black belt, so he knew.
But prior to his martial art, it was Bruce Lee that got Bobby fired up. You know, Bruce Lee started in 1967. That's when Bobby started martial arts. But prior to that, Bobby was a fighter.
No, is that right?
Bobby was a fighter.
So he knew being you start a gang is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
You know, you might have to fight at any time. You might have to start protecting the neighborhood at any time.
Anytime.
So you have to have heart, you know, going and wanting to be a leader of a gang.
And you had to have vision.
Or you have to have vision.
You had to, where you want to take this game. Bobby had vision. You talking about a lot of other fighters, shooters and killers. And Bobby had to make decisions, tough decisions. But he made them.
Is that right?
He made them. And all that comes from respect. See, Bobby didn't, if you were a member of the game, you wasn't just a member, you had a voice. Everybody had a voice, not just the top leadership.
Right.
If somebody was treating you wrong, you had a voice. And Bobby recognized everybody's voice. That's what made him so different than any of the other leaders, and I knew all of them.
So you knew other leaders of the bishops?
Bishops and all the other gangs on the east side.
Oh, okay, on the east side.
On the east side. I'm not a west side guy.
Right. So did you have a voice?
Did I have a voice?
Yeah.
I had a voice.
Did people know who Jimmy was?
Of course they did.
So you made a name for yourself?
Let me put it like this. My nickname was Loco Lab, the Crazy Lavender. And here's the deal.
Wait a minute. Why would they call you Loco Lab?
If you ever held your best friend in your arm and watched him die, now I have to be concerned about my brother, all the homies. I seen death. And I had to send a message to those who might want to hurt one of my friends. You think I'm crazy now. You hurt my brother, I'm going to kill your whole gang. That was my mindset. Had a conversation with Bobby one time. Bobby said, Jim, if they get you, I'm not going to stop till I kill 100 of them. I said, Bobby, if they kill you, I'm not going to stop till I kill the whole gang. I'll kill them all.
That was your mindset.
That's my mindset.
And how old were you at this
I
time?
was 16.
At 16.
16.
Okay.
Bobby was 17.
Bobby was
We
17.
were 14 months apart.
14 months. So now, but when you got to Drew, were you a bishop then?
No. Bishops didn't start till 1972. I got to Drew in 1967.
Okay, so you was on out of Drew.
Yeah.
You was, what high school you went to?
Well, here we go. I was a gladiator. I was a fighter. I started at Fremont, but I didn't go to class.
Well, where did you go?
Well, you heard of Robert Munson and Raymond Washington? Mm-hmm. We did school together every day. So that went on for about 3 weeks.
You wasn't a bishop yet.
Wasn't a bishop yet.
And you knew Robert Munson.
All of them guys went to Drew with me.
But those guys was Crips.
Yeah.
What's their name again?
Robert Munson and Raymond Washington was the founder of the Crips.
Yeah.
But see, we predates the Crips and the bounty hunters and the bishops.
So let me ask you a question. Did you graduate from Drew?
Yeah, I did.
Did they just pass you or did you graduate?
I graduated.
You was going to class?
Well, let me tell you.
Man, look, how you gonna pass and you don't go to class?
No, I what happened was this. I slapped a teacher at Drew. They kicked me out and sent me to Southgate Junior High School. About a month and a half less.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Come on.
What in the heck are you gonna slap the teacher for?
Well,
Can you believe that?
no. We were,
How old were you?
I was, 14, 15?
And you, well, you couldn't have been 15 because then you would have been in high
So ninth grade.
At ninth grade, and you gonna go slap the teacher.
I slapped the teacher.
What was wrong with you, man?
Well, a situation was happening in my class where my brothers and they came up there and was jumping on one of the guys in class. And on the wall, there was these little switches for security. So I blocked the box so she couldn't get to security. And she was trying to push me out the way, and I slapped her.
You lucky they didn't take your butt to jail.
They should have. I did everything to go to
You
jail.
done hit the teacher.
Hit the teacher. Went to Southgate Junior High School, and on graduation
Was you
day,
called loco yet?
No,
You wasn't loco
I
yet.
wasn't local yet.
They should have done that. Should have knew right then. Here come loco.
Here come
He
loco.
done sleep slapping the teacher. Lord have mercy.
But I ended up going to Southgate Junior High School from there. And on graduation day, they called my name. We had Drew. They called my name, Jimmy Lavender. So all the homies, about 30 of us sitting on the lockers, I jump off. And I run up there and get my diploma. And Mr. McNamara was the principal, a white guy, and he sticks his hand out
Wait
there.
a minute, man. You go to Southgate. Drew finna graduate.
Right.
But you gonna go up to Drew.
I wasn't at Southgate long enough to walk across their stage.
Right.
So I had to come back to Drew. But they told me never set foot on Drew campus again. So we just up there for the graduation. And when they called my name, the homies cheering me on. I can go get my diploma. I'm not shaking the principal's hand. He had his hand out there. I took my diploma and tore it up in front of everybody. Coco.
What? You went up there,
I went up there.
got your diploma,
Yes, sir.
and then you gonna tear it up in front of everybody.
Didn't care nothing about that diploma. Didn't care nothing about school. Didn't care. Didn't care about shaking the principal's hand who had kicked me out of school, which he had cause. I slapped the teacher.
Bunch, look at that thing up there. Make sure Jimmy on that picture.
Oh, no, he over there. I got this one.
All right.
I'm making sure I wait to you. I got this one.
Now, you go to Fremont. You should have been going to Jordan.
We gonna get there.
Well, why you didn't go to Jordan?
We lived in an optional area.
On beach.
On beach, we can go to Fremont or Jordan. I ended up at Fremont, and then about 3 weeks later, they asked me to leave, and I went to Locke.
Wait a minute. You go to Fremont for 3 weeks.
Right. Never went to class.
Well, what were you doing up at the school?
Well, I peeped in the class, didn't see no girl to my liking, so I didn't go to class. I walked around every day.
Around the class, around the school.
Around the school, and then sometimes we would leave, come all the way back across the tracks to my house because we had a ping pong table. And Raymond and Robert liked to play ping pong, so we can go play ping pong.
So Raymond and Robert was going over your house?
Yeah.
Playing ping pong.
It was Raymond Washington who taught me how to swim or do backflips at Roosevelt Park. So we had a friendship way before these games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we go way back to way before. We predates the games.
Okay. So now it's 3 weeks at the Fremont, you get kicked out.
Yeah.
What you get kicked out for?
Not attending class, for attendance, not going to class.
You ain't never went into no class. Get up out of here.
I went in there just to get the teachers to sign the papers when you first go to school. You have to sign into this class. I did that, but then I didn't go back.
Man, I wish I had a picture of you young. You know what I'm saying? Just a mess.
I was a mess.
And when you went to Locke, did you go there to
No.
school? Did you go up to the school?
Yeah,
But you didn't go in class.
didn't go to class. Well, see, they didn't kick me out of Locke, though.
You stayed up there.
No. Locke was playing Jordan a basketball game, and
At what school?
at Locke.
Okay.
And I went there, and of course, I sit on the Jordan side because I went to elementary school and
With
the
all
guys.
those guys.
Yeah. So somebody turned the lights off, and me and my crew, we the gladiators. So when the lights went off, we ran on the center of the floor like, "Come on, nobody's coming." So I don't know who, but somebody started chasing guys from Locke. What do?
Chase them too.
Chase them too. Now I can't come back to Locke because Locke has some gladiators. So now I got to go back to Locke, couple of buddies, and now we checking out of Locke. Now I got to go to Jordan.
So you went to Jordan too.
Yeah?
You didn't go to class.
No.
You were just going from one high school to another.
In my 10th
You
grade,
make it bad for me.
I didn't
you know
see-
why?
Why?
I I went to different high schools, but I was chasing the football career.
Okay.
And now when I hear you going from one school to the other, it sounds so bad. I mean, I didn't, wasn't nobody telling me. I was just trying to do what was best for me. But you make it sound real bad.
It was real bad. It was real.
I did go to class.
Yeah.
Let's get that straight.
Well, I ended up doing the 10th grade without receiving any credits. I should have came out of high school in 73. I didn't come out to 75.
What?
Yeah.
You supposed to came out in 1973. You was 2 years late
2 years late.
from all that ditching.
All that ditching.
You was graduating with young kids.
That's right.
You
It got embarrassing.
I know it did.
People start coming back and, hey, you still go here? I mean, I thought you was with us. It got embarrassing. And then to top it off, I was ineligible to play sports.
Because you was too old.
I was too old. So I didn't have but about 2 classes to take in 75. I went to summer school. I went to night school. And for 2 years.
So you did
I
graduate.
did graduate.
Praise God.
I hung in there.
So in all of this, we gonna get to something later because then you became a writer long after that. But wow, so evidently you had to learn how to read and write. And where did that happen at? I don't know. So did you get in any trouble in high school? Did you go to jail?
No.
Did you ever go to jail?
Well, I did go to jail at Jordan High School.
For what?
I broke a guy's jaw.
Lord have mercy.
I was justified in defending myself. I'm out of class doing my thing. I don't know if he went there or what have you, but he thought it was wise to attempt to stick his hand in my pocket and take my money. He paid a hell of a price for a quarter.
That's all you had in your pocket?
That's all I had.
It's 25 cents.
And he
in high school with 25 cents in his pocket.
And he gets his jaw broke. And my whole thing is, how did they know it was me who did it?
Somebody told on you.
And I end up in the police station on 103rd in Compton, and I got bailed out later on that day. I guess.
Who bailed you out?
My mother.
Your mother came?
Yeah, she came.
You was bad. Why she come get you? You was already bad.
My father's not coming.
Well, Pops was like, he knew you was bad. Anyway.
Pops ain't coming. No, Pops ain't never coming.
Okay, so now look, man. You get out of high school. Mm-hmm. What was your life like leaving high school? Did you get a job?
Yeah, I got a job. As a matter of fact, I had a job in high school. I was a box boy at the liquor store.
What liquor store?
Well, I started on Sam's on Imperial and Compton Avenue, across from the Nickersons. And I worked all up and down Central, 68th and Central, 78th and Central, 89th and Central, 92nd and Central.
You wasn't in no gang or nothing at that time.
Yeah, I was.
How you gonna be working in somebody else's neighborhood and you gang banging?
Bother me none.
Man, they should have told you up.
It wouldn't bother me. 78th and Central is where the original Crips started. I was the box boy there. I knew Craig Craddock, all those guys, Alden, all those guys.
Maybe you knew them. They gave you
I knew the shot callers. So, and then when I would leave that one, sometimes we had to go to the second store on 68th and Central, across from the old Goodyear plant.
Man, you were doing a lot across them tracks, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
On the wrong side. Wasn't the wrong side?
No.
You had friends.
Well, I had friends, and I thought maybe I was invisible because I had guns.
Let me ask you a question, man. Mm-hmm. When did you start carrying a gun?
I started carrying a gun at 9th grade, Virginia High School.
In the 9th grade?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who in the world gave you a gun?
Well, I was selling Red Devils and weed on the corner of 92nd and B Street when I should have been at school.
How old were you when you started selling drugs?
I was 14 years old. I shot my first guy got shot at 14.
You shot somebody at 14?
Yeah, I shot him.
This is the life
It's in my book, Bitter Rain.
This is the life of Jimmy Lavender.
Yeah. Yeah,
but God can save a man. You know what
man,
I'm
God
saying?
is good, man. I've been shot twice.
I'm looking at you. You still got all your teeth in your head. You know, God.
God is good, brother. I've been shot a total of 8 bullets in my body. All this has been cut open like a watermelon. Had bullets over my heart, 8 holes in my small bowel, fingers, everything. I've been shot.
God saved you.
God intervened in my life.
Wait a minute. Let's finish with this here. You start carrying a gun in the 9th grade.
Right.
I was just wanting to drive a car. I didn't want to carry no gun or shoot nobody or nothing.
Well, I was selling drugs on the corner of 92nd and Beach. And that was a cold corner right there. All you see is death up there. So the hype to sell you a gun. I had money for a gun and gave me a little 25 automatic. Or semi-automatic.
Wow.
That was my first gun.
And you was learning how to carry a gun.
You know what? I carried a gun, but it went off a couple of times because I really had no experience with a semi-automatic. Couple of
You
mistakes.
lucky it didn't shoot you.
Very lucky. I barely missed shooting my sister with that gun, playing with it. Didn't know what I was doing.
Almost shot your sister.
Almost shot her. He told my mama.
Well, she had to tell somebody, you know. You over here playing with a real gun.
Playing with a gun.
So now you was working at liquor stores.
Right.
People was giving you a job.
Yeah. I was a good worker, too.
They just didn't know how bad you was.
Well,
You know how somebody come to a job, you really don't know they bad.
well,
If they bad, you ain't gonna hire them.
well, Big Mike did. Big Mike
Oh,
Smith.
you remember Big Mike?
Yeah, I know Big Mike.
The liquor store owner?
Yeah, I got his phone number.
Is
That's
that
my boy.
right?
Mike, I got to give a shout out to Mike, if I may. Mike is notorious for giving gangsters jobs. Nearly everybody at the time that worked for Mike was from different gangs. So I worked with Crips, I worked with villains, Swans. We all worked together at the store.
Is that right?
That's right. Big Mike will give you an opportunity. Just don't steal from me. George Michael Smith. Big Mike.
Big Mike, yeah. I remember Big Mike.
That's my
80,
boy.
he had that 89th and Central, I think.
Exactly.
Then he had 92nd and Central, too.
92nd, Stanford and Manchester.
He had Stanford and Manchester.
Maine and Century, Figueroa and Century. I worked at all those stores for Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old was Mike? Older than you?
Yeah, Mike's older than me.
A lot older?
Well, he's with Roger Mosley. He's up with all
Always
that.
with Roger Mosley.
Yeah, he's with that group right there.
Yeah, that was a good group of guys. Roger, you talking about him, that's another, good brother
Yeah.
helping the neighborhood. you
Yeah,
know?
Roger is a lefty. He's a lefty. Mm-hmm. And we played one-on-one in basketball, 3-on-3. Just go to his left, make him go to his right. Roger can't go to his right. He can't dribble to his right. I guard him every
Did
time.
you play any sports at Roosevelt?
Who?
You.
Yeah, you should have seen my trophies. Listen, I played with Big Ginyard, the late Ricky Bell.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. I played with those guys. We played Pepsi Cola, Tournament of Champions. We won for 4 years in a row.
So you play sports at Roosevelt Park?
Yes. Yeah. Baseball, flag football.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
came up
good.
in Roosevelt Park.
Well, I came up in Roosevelt too.
And that's where Raymond taught me how to swim at in Roosevelt Park.
Oh man, ain't that
Roger
something?
was a lifeguard.
Roger was a lifeguard for a long time then.
Yeah.
He was a lifeguard when I got there.
Yeah, Roger he taught me how to swim. I knew
You
his
should
brother.
have been a good kid, man. But you went bad.
Yeah.
You know, you went bad and then you became loco. Damn, you went from bad to worse. Lord Jesus
I
Christ.
became loco.
So wait a minute, man. How old were you when you became a bishop?
16.
Yeah?
I was 16.
You was claiming it?
Yes, sir. They killed my brother. My Skip was like my brother. When they killed Skip, nothing else mattered. I was a whole different person.
He wasn't your biological brother.
No.
Well, I know. I'm just making sure because I always like people to know just because somebody's not your blood relative, that don't mean they not like family to you. Family is things that you create along the way in life also.
Yeah.
That sometimes stick closer than a biological brother.
That's right. And my parents didn't see Skip no different.
Is that right?
He can come in. He knew how to get in the house. The back door, the little chain lock. Skip knew how to come in.
Man, I had a brother like that named Bobby McClinton. Light-skinned Bob.
Okay.
He was like, he grew up with my brother Archie and them, but Bob was just like my family, you know what I mean? Just after so long, he didn't even go home. He lived with us.
Okay.
So, that's how.
That's how Skip was, pretty much.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how he was.
So now, you started the gang banging, you was working, but you had friends that was Crips.
A lot of them.
How do you work with that?
It wasn't hard for me. Again, my grandmother lived in Fort Trey Crip neighborhood. And so ever since our young days in 1962, I've been going to Fort Trey neighborhood.
Right.
And so all of us through the football in the street, nose running, playing. Later on, they became Crips. And we always, our friendship was our friendship.
Right.
I go by their house and eat the whole 9 yards, and they would get mad at me because I would bring Fort Trays into Bishop neighborhood.
Wow.
So I went to parties in Fort Trey. My cousin was a hardcore Fort Trey Crip. Julius Scott came out of Drew, Pitbull. He was one of the leaders of Fort Trey.
I know one of your homeboys that you used to run with. I don't know what y'all like today. Named Clotty Clay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Back then, y'all was partners.
Yes, sir.
Done some things together.
Yes, a lot of things.
Is that right? Bad things.
A lot of bad things.
Yeah.
A lot of bad things.
Because he wasn't no good, and then I guess you wasn't no good either, huh? Were you a good person?
I was
he
a different
was
person than Clotty Clay.
You were different from Clotty?
I was totally different.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we totally different.
In which way you were different than Clotty?
I had a temper. Clotty had a temper too, but
let me ask you something. Clotty was strong then.
yes.
Were you strong?
Yeah.
You were strong too.
Yeah, not as strong as Clotty, for physically strong, but putting these hands together, I think I was pretty much untouchable.
You had maybe better hands?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Oh, come on.
A lot of speed, a lot of power. I do some kicks and stuff, too.
Oh, you did?
Because I'm only 14 months under my brother, and he's a 5th-degree black belt, so I was just
So you had speed and power.
Speed, power, kicks, defense.
Could you knock somebody out?
I have. I'm not, I wish I could say my sorry to a lot of people, but truthfully, I hurt a lot of people. Yeah.
You did?
And I have to tell you in truth, a lot of them didn't have it coming.
What made you do it?
Can I blame it on the alcohol?
Well, you were drinking alcohol.
Yeah, man, you let me get some 101 wild turkey in me, man, and then
And you get wild like a turkey.
And see, what happens is when you hanging around with a lot of different people and gangs, a lot of them on different drugs. Could be acid. Angel just came in our neighborhood, and I love smoking weed. And it was like a mint taste. I hit that stuff.
Well, that was angel dust.
Man, I loved it.
You love angel dust?
Man, I love the taste of that mint.
Lord have mercy.
It was so crazy because I had a fight with the monster from the Black Lagoon. I met Jesus. I had all kind of bad experiences with that, and I went right back to it.
So,
right back and get
so
high
it
again.
looked like weed.
Yeah.
But it had that chemical on it.
Chemical in it, man.
And it tasted like mint.
Mint. How you know?
You know that.
Yeah.
But I knew what was going on in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was like observant.
Yeah.
You growing up in the neighborhood, I was watching everything.
Worst thing I could ever put in my body.
Was that angel dust?
Angel dust. I'd be dusted.
I'm dusted out.
Dusted out.
I wonder what in the world was that? Was it weed with something on it?
It was supposed to be a chemical.
It
embalming
was a
fluid.
chemical. What you mean?
Embalming fluid.
But instead of putting it on a sherm stick, it was on what, marijuana?
Yeah.
So was it marijuana though?
I don't know what it was. It was a mint taste.
We know that the mint was, but
Mint weed? Mint leaf, okay.
so it wasn't weed.
Tea leaves.
Okay.
Whatever.
But you twist it up the same way you do. But you had to keep it in the deep freezer. You
Oh,
put in
you
some
did?
foil and you have to keep it cold. And then we put it in there and
The
my mom-
cold made it do what? Keep its power?
Yeah,
If it didn't stay in the refrigerator, it loses power.
exactly.
And you want it to stay with power.
Oh yeah.
And when you smoke it, what would you do?
No telling.
Hurt somebody?
No telling. Every
It
high
made
was
you strong, didn't it?
every high was different.
I'm asking the question, Jimmy. It made you strong.
I wouldn't say that.